Go to BrandonLang.com to give you a little bit of an advantage. And Brandon's on the line right now. Good morning.
What's up, gang?
How about that Syracuse-Clemson game? That was a game, wasn't it?
I told you. I said take the points.
No doubt about it. Yeah, that was the one.
Now they're in another situation getting points, and this year they're 4-0-1 against the spread. Covered every game with a push, and 7-1. Last 7 away. 7-0-1 since late 2017.
Wow.
And Pitt's 7-16 against the spread at Heinz Field since Doozy arrived.
What is
letdown?
What's
letdown.
the? Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's the line on the game this weekend?
That's a great question, and nobody can
4?
solve better than me.
Oh, 4 points.
It's 4. Okay. Well, thank you.
There we go.
I'm a little concerned about a letdown to come that close on the road.
Yeah.
I could see if you're coming back home, you got the home crowd to kind of get you going through the first quarter. But when you're a team like Syracuse and you're trying to establish yourself and where WIBX has this program going, I just think they're the better team. And getting more than a field goal, I think, is value you can't pass, especially with the numbers that Syracuse is putting up. So I'm going to take Syracuse plus points.
All right. Of course, Brandon, I got to tell you, Andrew has such a big smile on his face. What is your smile? What is it about?
Oh, no,
it's a Packer smile. It's a Packer smile. It's sickening.
It's cheesy.
Yeah.
It's a little cheesy.
Who cares? They beat Buffalo. Okay.
Oh, and Minnesota did too? Oh, no, wait, they got killed.
That was a trap game, though. I mean, come on.
Trap game, nothing.
Listen,
yeah.
You, me, our grandmother's grandmother, and our grandmother's grandmother in a wheelchair can get open on that Viking secondary. So I'm telling you right now, anybody can catch a pass against Minnesota. They have no defense. When your best defensive player is in a mental hospital trying to figure out life, well, $45 million comes with a lot of problems. You feel me?
I feel it. Listen, I'm not going to let you talk bad about the Vikings all day. I love it.
No, I'm not talking bad about them. I just don't think they're very good. I don't. They haven't played anybody this year, and they've struggled in every game with the exception of the Buffalo game where they played them at home. Aaron even said it. Our offense, their defense isn't very good, and they're going to get beat by teams that can. I wish Kansas City would play Green Bay tomorrow. I really do. Final score would be 62-20. But anyway.
Well, agree to disagree on some things and agree to agree on others.
You love the Packers and you're a homer. And of all the teams in the NFL and all the coaches out there, Mike McCarthy owes me about $50,000 of stupidity money.
That's understandable.
Let's go through a few games this weekend. Buffalo hosting Tennessee. How will the Bills react this weekend?
Coming back home, I like them in this spot. I really do. I know Tennessee's been playing well, but they're 3-7 against the spread. Their last 10 away games. Nice win against Jacksonville on the road, 9-6. But this to me is a trap game. Your Tennessee come off the big overtime win against Philadelphia. Now you got to go on the road, and Buffalo. I think Buffalo covers this number. I'm going to take Buffalo plus the points.
Giants at Carolina.
Blowout. I'd be surprised if this game's not an absolute blowout. The Giants are a team in trouble. They really are. They don't know what to do with the play calling. They can't. They don't target Beckham in the first half against the Saints. They're just not a fan of Shermer. I don't know how for the life of me that they went into Houston and beat Houston. I watched the whole Giants Saints game, and they can't protect.
Yeah,
their offensive line can't give Eli. So people are like, well, he can't get Beckham the ball. Well, Beckham doesn't have enough time to get downfield to get open. And they don't stretch the defense with Beckham. You could just run him long and throw a bomb just to plant the seed that he's going to go deep, but they never do that. That was a game they needed to win last week. They didn't. Carolina off a bye week. I think Carolina's the right side.
It's just so weird. It's painful to watch as a Giants fan. So you're absolutely right on your point about Beckham. It's to the point where on the first possession, I believe, they're handing the ball off to Odell Beckham Jr. in a game where they only gave the running back, Saquon Barkley, 10 carries. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm quickly becoming not a fan of Pat Shermer.
No, I didn't like the hire. And you watch the play calling that you can't isolate you watch other teams isolate I'll give you a perfect example. The way the Saints would isolate Michael Thomas on the Giants and get him on a linebacker, and he'd get wide open. There was a huge third down late in that game where Thomas is their number one receiver. You know Drew Brees is going to him, and he's wide open. How does the best receiver get wide open on a critical third down? So I'm sitting there going, why can't they do that with Beckham? Why can't they put him in the slot, get the formation they want, and isolate him on the linebacker? Why is Sean Payton able to do that with their best receiver, but the Giants can't do it with Beckham? It's mind-blowing to me how bad the play calling was in that game against the Saints. Giants fans should be completely upset because they're in for another long run of another poor coach hire.
It's really, it's like we're 3-4 weeks into the season. I'm like, wow, when does baseball start? So, Brandon, you weren't here for this earlier, but Shermer's demeanor is very, we tried. Now we're going to try something else. It didn't really work. He's not. See, we need like a Sandy DePerno to get in the locker room and be you're playing stupid.
He doesn't know
okay?
her. But, Jets hosting the Broncos. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you something right now. This will be a game that the Jets get it done. Monday night hangover by Denver, talking about coaching stupidity. It's amazing to me how the Denver Broncos on Monday night were running for about 9 yards a carry, but they only ran the ball 22 times in the game. I was ready to break another TV with my remote. I mean, I had Denver +4, so I got the push, but to watch a team gash Kansas City, you run it for 11 yards, first down. Next play, you run it for 12 yards, first down. Next play, you run it for 13 yards, first down. Next play, you go drop back pass, sack, lose 8 yards. Why? What made you think we need to pass here when you just ran for 40 yards?
Yeah.
And they did it. They did it all night. It came to me, Vance Joseph can't be trusted ever in the history of mankind. He's now 2-13-1 against the spread since early 2017. Let me say that number real slow here. Okay, real slow. Last 16 games Denver has played, they've only covered 2 of those 16 with a push. This guy will figure out a way to lose. He's on the Mike McCarthy track. Although I push, I will not touch any game involving Denver because this guy has no idea how to coach a football team. I'm going to take Jets at home.
I want to bring in, I could not let you go without bringing in Kathy here. She has.
Here we go.
Here we go, Kathy. You're on with Brandon Lang.
Hi, Brandon. Well, my Dolphins went down the drain, and Michigan State, they happened to pull off a win, but they make so many stupid mistakes. How are they going to hold up with Northwestern, Ohio State, and Michigan?
Well, I'll tell you right now, they'll figure out a way to beat Northwestern, although Northwestern will probably cover the number because Fitz is 11-3, his last 14 as a visiting underdog, and they've won and covered the last 2 years as a dog versus Michigan State. So I would lean towards Northwestern and another close one for Michigan State. They're going to have major problems against Ohio State. They'll probably beat Michigan because I said before, I don't think Michigan's that good, but I think Ohio State's the game that they're going to kind of get beat. And I told you about your Dolphins. They were in a really bad spot going up to New England. They were finally going to lose a game, and they did. Sometimes you need to lose a game like that to kind of have the coaches get your attention and realize, guys, we were 3-0, but guess what? We're not 3-0 anymore.
Yeah,
now they're going into Cincinnati. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if they can win the game, but I like them plus the points. This is a letdown situation.
Well, and also Brady and Belichick, they're 0-2 at that, or they're in a 2-game skid. No way they're going to lose a third game in a row.
All right, Kathy, thanks so much. We appreciate it. And Brandon, do you have a maybe a pick you like, a game you like this week?
You know, as of last week, I think I said I liked the Jags and I liked New England, I think, were the two that I targeted. I think I also targeted the under in Oakland and Cleveland, probably one of the worst calls in the history of mankind. You know I'm honest. I just don't bring up the winners. I don't know where the defense went between those two. I got a feeling Jacksonville plus the 3. I'll buy the half point to 3.5. Unlike Denver, who didn't run it all the time, Jacksonville will run it right down KC's throat. This will be a game plan, much like Tom Coughlin, much like Belichick and Parcells against Buffalo in the Super Bowl, where they ran it in one time. Jacksonville is going to control the clock and probably go into KC and beat.
Before you do anything, go to BrandonLang.com, and Brandon will do it again next week. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
All right. By the way, tonight Indianapolis plays at New England. That game, Thursday Night Football, is on WIBX.